Hello everybody, right, pigeon shooting as you can probably see. So again, a reoccurring question is, how do I turn my performance from the shooting ground into the game field, which is a really tough one because lots of us struggle with this, and let's face it, why do I do infield instruction? For exactly that reason. However, there are lots of things that you can do to help yourself. So let's try and run through them and build a bit of a picture. The first thing you've got to do is you've got to be very sure on when you're working on the shooting ground that the person that you're working with is giving you confidence and you're learning what you're doing. And what I mean by that is I want you to have a full understanding of exactly how you shoot a target. So if it's a straight driven target, exactly what have you done, okay? Let me give you an example of that. So if I'm going to shoot a straight driven target coming at me, okay, I'm going to have a good ready position, good gun mount, okay, bird's going to appear, okay, muzzle speed's going to match bird speed, I'm going to come in just behind it, move through it and shoot it, okay? All the time, okay, I'm thinking about what that bird's doing, how I'm going to shoot it, what am I going to be looking at when I squeeze the trigger, okay? Am I going to be looking at the bird, or am I going to be looking at the space in front of the bird? Exactly how do I shoot it? And I often get clients to practice on relatively simple targets to make sure that they know exactly what they're doing, okay? So that's the first thing. Once you've got so that you think you know exactly what you're doing and you're carrying out the same thing each time, that should become embedded. Literally, you should be able to video yourself, watch it back, and it should look exactly the same all the time. The next thing you need to do, and this is something to be very careful of, make sure you're not learning the target, okay, but you're learning how to shoot it. What I mean by that is you can go to your local shooting ground, shoot the tower there or whatever, same tower bird, and smash it to pieces every single time, okay, hunky-dory. What you've actually learned the lead that bird needs. And to be honest with you, could probably shoot it in multiple of different methods and kill it every single time. So what I would recommend you do, this is why I like some of the grounds I go to, is that they have targets that can vary and move, or you can move. So as soon as I've got somebody who shoots, I don't know, 4 or 5 driven targets on the bounce, I'll move them, okay, because then having to read the target, they might be doing something slightly different, or I move the clay, or I move the position, whichever is easier, but I'm trying to make it different every time, just like it would be in the game field. Once you've got to a stage when you're pretty confident that actually you can shoot that hole, literally call for the bird, wherever it goes, shoot it. And by the way, I will do a little exercise with lots of my clients, which will be I'll actually face them the wrong way. So if you like, I'll set them up as if they're coming here and the bird's actually coming from here, and vice versa. So I'm getting into practicing their footwork, move their footwork, be used to adjusting their footwork to every single shot. You've heard me say this many times, but footwork, gun mount, okay, the actual methodology that you're using to shoot that bird is so important to understand it all. Once I get to a certain stage with clients, I'll never get them to call pull, okay? Ready or not, I'll literally put them onto a stand, those targets will start coming, okay? Sometimes I'll send a target just before they're ready. Sometimes I'll send a target just as they're waiting for me to send it, okay? So they're stood here waiting for the target to come. They'll glance at me, okay, to think what I'm doing, and I'll send the target. Just little things like that to try and slightly throw you off balance. Once we're then starting to progress, I'll run what I call almost a mini flush situation. So I'm trying to put that client under pressure. I'm trying to get him to make his mind up. Does he shoot a bird? Does he not shoot a bird? Is he shooting a bird that's already actually beating him? Should he be going back and shooting the next one that comes? All those little things, okay? Sending targets left, sending targets right, literally trying to get as lifelike a situation as you possibly can. And by now what you can see is hopefully we've gone from, if you like, level 1 to 2 to 3 to 4. We're slowly but surely getting stronger and stronger. Then what you need to do is go and shoot as many different places as you can, okay? And for me, the most important shot is that first one at that tower. So literally a tower bird comes over, okay, or whichever bird you're getting ready for, it might be a grouse bird. But the first time you see it, and I once I know where a tower bird is going, I don't show it to clients, okay? I want them to see the bird and shoot what they see. So You know, it's no good going onto the biggest tower in, I don't know, whoever has got the biggest tower, blasting thousands and thousands of cartridges away. Yes, any squeezing the trigger is good, but we want to try and make it productive if we can. Okay, so shoot lots of different places, see lots of environments, lots of backdrop, lots of wind directions. So I love it when it's windy as hell, blowing targets all over the place, just like it would on a game day. Obviously, a good way of doing that is simulated days. So simulated days are great for practice, as long as you use them for practice and not just blaze away. I stand there and watch lots of simulated days and watch people shooting on them and go, crikey, that bears no relevance to how I want to look in the game field. You know, they're literally, you know, sweat streaming off them, 250 cartridge later, you know, their gun mount kind of around their knees, it's all gone. That's not what that's about. You need to shoot the simulated drives as if you were shooting a pheasant or partridge drive, okay? That way that you control that movement, you control which bird shall I shoot, which bird shan't I shoot, okay? Am I going to leave that one, am I going to shoot that one? All those different decisions that's going on. Then I think, by the way, I video as much of that as I possibly can, okay, if I was you. If I was you and I was trying to improve my own stuff, video it and watch it back. Get your instructor that you're with to do little videos to camera, okay? So that each time you go and see him or her, you come away with little bits in your mind, you know. I often think if you can take away 25% of what I've given you, then we've done okay. Because often there's a flood of information coming in, and I often find instructors try to give too much to clients at once. Then we're finally kind of into the game field. Hopefully, the methodology that you're using on the clay field is so embedded that you use it on your game shooting. The best way to do that is, again, if you can, nice quiet spot, video yourself shooting. Now you don't need to see the amazing bird that falls out of the sky. Frankly, I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in this bit here. Okay, your footwork, your gun mount, all that sort of stuff. We need to make sure that is right. If that's right and looks right and looks like it did on the clay shoot in ground, then probably it is all right. Okay, and that's what we're looking for. We're looking for that smoothness. We're looking for that control. Now, I have to say, this is where most of you fall down. You forget that there are 1,000,001 decisions going on a game day that don't go on a clay ground. Is it safe? Is it not safe? Is it my bird? Should I shoot it? Is it legal? All these different things, there is more pressure placed upon you. Hence the reason we end up with a situation where in-field instruction becomes so popular, because people want help in dealing with those situations. So, you know, a good infield coach will help you remove some of those decisions and help you with them. And if you make a wrong one, they'll correct it, okay? Whilst at the same time, gauging where you are. I often find I see a very different lead picture on my game birds than I ever do on my clays. So I personally see a lot more lead on my clays than I ever do my game birds, okay? And I can very easily find myself shooting in front of stuff. So I think it's something that, you know, it is worthwhile having somebody who's capable standing with you, trying to get that whole kind of, you know, picture together. Now, I know I'm bound to say that because that's what we sell. But equally, there is a reason we sell in-field instruction, is because we found there is a massive demand for it. Making that leap from clay ground to shooting ground with the same competency is one of the biggest things that I'm asked about. So hopefully that's helpful. Again, as always, if anybody's got any thoughts and comments on that, please let me know, give me a shout. I probably need to get back to concentrating shooting pigeons. I've just seen one land right above my head, just there. It's now flying away. But anyway, never mind. I will be back. Again, lots of you asking different questions. If you've got questions you want, voice them and I will do my best to answer the questions. Thank you.